welcome back to Rachel and Bella Crafts. Rachel here. I hope you're all well. So you are joining us for day one of our new collaboration. We are collaborating this month with the fantastic duo Edith and Melina. They're mother and daughter. They both have YouTube channels. They also have an online shop. Scrapbooking with Me Crafts is Edith, and Melina's channel is Melina Pylant. They are collaborating with myself and Bella this month on a kit. Half of the kit will be available in their shop, half of it will be available in our shop. All the links will be in the link tree in the description box down below. There's also 40% off our kits this month for the collaboration. So make sure you get over and get yourself a bargain. Now, if you want to see all of the kits in detail, please check out the video I did at the beginning of the week, which I will also link into the link tree and the playlist. As always, we always have a playlist for the collaboration, and there's a link tree then where you can find all of the amazing collaborators. So how will this one work? So what are we doing this time? Well, if you go over to my Ko-fi shop, again, the link will be in my description box. You will find there are freebies available for you for today. Some of them based on my tutorial that I'm going to be doing with you this afternoon. But you will also find there as well a list, a schedule with all of the collaborators listed and all of their prompts and which day they will be up. Okay, so the collaboration is running for 2 weeks from the 1st to the 15th of June. And as always, we are bringing you, well, I say as always, as we've been doing recently, we're bringing you 2 videos a day, and they will be based on the prompts. Now, each collaborator has chosen their own prompt from a very large list that I gave to them, and you'll find all of these on this list here. Now, I've typed out in such a way in which you can cut these out if you want to, but I've also gone a little step further, and I've taken out, I've done you a list then, or 2 sheets actually, with some of the prompts on and some extra words and phrases. If I can split this paper a minute and show you. There we go. Right, okay, so if you go over to my Ko-fi page, you will also find these 2 pages available for you to download. And basically, you can just cut these out then and use them as words and labels and whatever else that you want to do with them. But I've left all of the prompts in place. So if you want to be using the prompts for whatever the collaborators do, you've got those in 2 different backgrounds there, as well as on the original sheet. So you can cut them out of there, and these ones here are slightly larger and a little clearer. Okay, so today you will have 2 videos. You'll have one from myself. My prompt is masterpiece, and you will also have one from Edith over at Scrapbooking with Me, and her prompt today is craft. So that's a very broad prompt there. So she's going to be able to bring us anything. Who knows what she's going to be doing for us today? I'm going to be completely honest with you. I picked the word masterpiece a couple of weeks ago when I first started doing all this, and then I sat all day completely stumped, because you know me, everything is last minute, isn't it? But I've just been completely stumped, and I'm like, I don't know what to do with this. So I went off and made you some lovely journal cards featuring the verse that I found all about how we are God's masterpiece. And I thought, oh, well, that's nice, because that really ties in with everything I kind of wanted to encapsulate with this kit, about, we've created to create. That's where we get our creativity from. So I thought, right, so I've made you some lovely journaling cards. I'm going to be working with some of these today. And I'll show you in a minute, a little bit later, what I'm going to be doing. I've also put some of these ones on here for you. These are really nice and bright as well. These are nice journaling cards or toppers, depending on what you're going to do with them. And then there's also a freebie sheet, because when I made the kit, I always do loads of extra backgrounds. So I'll be popping a few on for you in the next few weeks that do coordinate with the kit. So this is the one today, and I'm going to be working with this one today as well as some of the other pages as well. Okay, so that's enough of explaining. You know the drill by now, guys. You know exactly what we're doing. Hopefully you've managed to get on over and get your kits ready to go. And we're going to just launch straight into it. So I texted Mum earlier and I said, Mum, I can't think of anything to do. And she was like, well, why don't you take a MAsterboard and turn it into a masterpiece? So I cannot claim you know, artistic license for this. The words have come from Bella, and she's inspired me today, but I know now what it is I'm going to do. So I'm going to make the masterboards first, and then I'm going to show you then what I'm going to do with them. So I'm going to pop those one side because I will need those in a minute. I'm going to hang on to this. I have taken some pages out of all of the kits, so I went to show you, and I've gone on and cut them up. So I took this one and I've cut out, I've torn off the edge pieces because they are really nice and, you know, varied, and they got lovely colours and bits of blending and bits like that on there. I've also taken a page from Melina's kit. Here I am now. I'm going to try and recreate this kit page so you can see which one I've taken. But basically it had all these lovely bits on there in different shapes and sizes. Here we are. These are all the it looks like that. I think that piece is missing out of the middle of it as well. It is. So I've cut up that page there from Melina's kit. I've also taken this one here, the blue background one, out of my main kit, and also this one here, this background page. Okay, and I've got a few others here as well that I was going to use. This one, and this one as well. Now I think that one's off the background pages from Edith's kit for you to pop onto the back of your ephemera, but I thought, oh, that might work out quite nicely too. And these are from Edith's kit as well. And that one's from Melina's. So yeah, that's what I've got in front of me. I'm going to just pop all those over to the side a minute. And then here I have torn up ready a pile of book pages, music papers. I've got a book page there from like a maths book, music paper, a hymnal. I think that's a dictionary page of some sort with some interesting script on it, and then something that's handwritten. I have also taken, you know, the Amazon packaging paper that they scrunch up and put in the boxes. So I've got a pile of that. I've folded over 2 sheets and I've glued them down together just to make them a bit more thick. Okay, so that's 2 there, glued one on top of the other, and then there's another one here because I'm going to really quickly try and make 2 masterboards. So I'm going to speed this bit up, guys, because you don't need to explain to you how to make a masterboard. I'm more interested in you seeing what I'm going to do with them, but I'll speed this bit up and then I will show you then what I'm going to do next to make my masterpiece. Okay, so bear with. Okay, so I have created 2 masterboards using different fonts and different coloured papers because I think it just makes for a really striking look. Some's typed, some's written, some is music paper, some's technical paper, some is very old paper. And like I say, it's just a huge variety of different fonts and one thing and another on there. So now, that one's not quite dry, it's going to be that over there. Now I'm going to take some of these pages now from the kit papers that I've pulled out, and then we're going to add these in now to our masterboard, just to kind of add a little bit of variety and a little bit of colour, and you know, just to bring a bit of interest in. And not only that, but because I want to tie it in with my you know, the kit and everything, it'll just be helpful to have kit pages in it. So obviously if you're not working on the same project that I'm working on, then, you know, use papers or whatever from whatever it is that you're working on. But I'm going to use these. So I'm going to just very quickly pop some of these now over the top of my pages that I've already done, and then we will get to doing something amazing, masterpieceful, out of my masterboard, if that makes sense. So I'm going to just simply start by overlaying here. Now you can ink around these edges if you want to. I'm not inking mine, Time, don't have as much as I'd like to, but not only that, what I'm going to be using these for, they are not going to be for front and center, if that makes any sense. So I don't want it to pop so much, you know, like we would normally say, or ink, and if you want to pop your stuff to pop out, but I don't actually want this to pop out. All will be revealed very shortly. So again, I'm going to just speed this up a bit for you, so you don't have to sit there watching me laying these bits down. Okay, so I have made my masterboards now. I'm going to now go and cut these down, and then I will be adding some stitching around the edging of the cut down masterboards. I'm also going to cut out my journal cards because, and I'll explain to you now very quickly what it is I'm going to be doing. So I have made 6 journals. Because, as I've already explained, we're doing a craft show sale tomorrow at our local church, where we've got a ladies meeting, and I've used pages from the kit, and I've just knocked up some lovely junky journals, but I really wanted to put something on the front, a topper on the front of the journals. So I've got this lovely Stamperia cardstock, but I just wanted something, you know, for front and center. So I'm going to use the masterboards and the toppers. I may do 1 or 2 with these, we'll see, but I actually quite like those instead. And then we're going to make a lovely topper to go on the front of these journals. And then I'll explain to you afterwards then other things for which I can use these masterboards. I'm going to go and cut them, and I will be straight back. Okay, so I have cut out my masterboards, and I have now got 6 gorgeous journal toppers or journal cards, depends on how you want to look at them or what you want to use them for. So that's those done there. I also managed to get out from some smart cutting 6 pockets, so that'll be 1 to go inside each of my journal. I have stitched around the edge of each one of these, and then I have in preparation stitched around the edge of these little journal cards as well, and I'm now going to mount them onto the journal topper back of things. So let us make a start, and let's see what we can match up with what. So I'm thinking I'm going to pop this one on here like so, and I'm just going to have a quick look through my cards, because they're not all got blue and they've not all got pink and one thing or another. I'm not going to just pop these straight onto the top. I am going to pop some lace behind, or some fabric, depending on which. So I thought we'll have a quick look, and we'll do these really you know, we'll try and get some different alternative ideas out. So I've got some different laces here. Let me just cut this one to shape, because I seem to have hacked into that for something previously. So there's different ways in which we can do this. One of the ways is by creating a band on top of our journal card thing, and then placing this on top of the band. Or I suppose we could do it this way, perhaps pop a piece on like so, and then stick that on top of that. That might be better actually. And then that gives us then a bit of a border to work with, but it just makes it pop out a little bit then from the actual journaling card. Right, actually I quite like that, so let's go with that on that one. Let me just check my length I need my lace to be. So let's see how many of these we can get done in the time that we have. So I've whizzed through the process of making the masterboards because you guys know how to do that. You've made masterboards till they're coming out your ears, I'm sure. Let me just move the journal out of the way. But yeah, so you didn't need me to show you how to do that. But I am going to just go through some of these little ideas with you of how you can then use them to create your own masterpiece, as we're calling them. Right, come on glue. I do not have the time for you to mess me about today, so I just want you to oblige if you don't mind. Thank you very much. There we go. Right, let's get some glue down there. I'm going to put plenty on because this lace is quite thick. If it will let me. There we go. I may need to add a little more besides. We'll see now. I might actually just seat it. No, I'm not. I'm going to take it right to the top. Why not? What I just need to make sure is that it is actually in the middle. Now, this might be easier to do with a bone folder. If you're sticking down lace, I find it's easier to use something to help it adhere, because otherwise it just goes through the fabric and ends up all over your hands. So, yeah, you might want to, you know, go with the shape. There we are. And then again out on that scallop there, which is a very lovely scallopy shape. And then let's pop a little bit more than under the trim this side. Up there and down there. Lovely, lovely. Perfect. Right, there we go. And then I'm going to take my journal card now and I'm going to pop that just on top of the lace. And I hope that'll give us enough of a, you know, a break in, make it pop, you know. There we go, right. Oops. I'm just hopeful that this is gonna glue down, otherwise I may need to break out the Fabri-Tac. Where is my Fabri-Tac? That is a good point. Okay, so I've popped some Fabri-Tac onto that topper now, and I'm just going to turn it over and we're going to press from this side because I can be a little bit firmer this side, and we'll hope now that that does the job and that it binds nicely and that it doesn't stick to my desk. Oh, there we are. Perfect. I think that looks lovely. Right, and then if we want to stick that down onto the front of here now. Oh, I think that looks really nice. Right, let me just shave a little off there a minute. There we go. Okay. Okay, so for number 2, I'm going to use a small piece of cheesecloth, and I'm going to use that then to back the area where my journal card is going to go. I'm going to just try really carefully now. I don't want the cheesecloth to be flat. I want it to feel like it's a little bit raised off the surface, if that makes sense. I want it to feel like it has texture rather than it just being spread out flat behind. So I'm hopeful this is going to work. I'm just having a moment with my glue a minute. Oh, golly, aren't we always? But I'm just trying to get the Fabri-Tac to work for this to go onto the back of the journaling card. So bear with me while I try and get this out. I've forgotten how difficult this stuff is to get to the bottle. I think that's why I stopped using it, actually. But it is second to none when you want something to adhere onto fabric. And when we're talking about the thing on the front of a journal, I need it to be not going anywhere, if that makes sense. So I'm going to stick with it and just persevere. Right, so I'm going to place this now just, oops, very loosely behind me here, like this. But like I say, I don't want it to be dead flat, if that makes sense. So I want it to be a little bit rushed. Is that the word? Rushed. Right, and then we're going to put this then in the middle. I need to make sure this one's straight because I'm not entirely certain that the last one was. Does that look straight? I think it's straight before I bless it out. Yes, I think that's fine. There we go. And now we can do our tap, 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 tapping. There we go. That is plate number 2. Very nice. Right, let's pop that over there a minute to dry. Okay, so number 3. Now, oh, actually, let's do it with this one, I think, because that one's got that going the other way. So I've got other laces here now. And I thought maybe for this one, perhaps we might make like a belly band underneath. Like so, but I need to check if, oh, that's bent there. That's no good, is it? Right, let's cut that off there a minute. I need to check if the, sorry, I just flicked you guys in the face and that was really rude of me. I'm so sorry. I'd like that to be in the middle there. And I need to make sure that this thing can sit over the top. Yeah, I think that'll be okay. So we'll have a bit of lace either side, and then you'll have, I'm not happy about that there though, no. Okay, maybe not that one. Maybe this one might be better. Because I'm just looking at the bit behind as well. There we go, I think that'll be okay. Like so. Or maybe we could do it like this. Whatever happens, that needs to be front and central. And I'm thinking perhaps then I could put that here, but I wonder if I got a thin piece of lace and that I could run across the top. Sorry, I'm thinking out loud now, guys. Oh, I know what we could do. We could cut. Yes, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut some of this. Yes, right, okay. I'm hoping this is going to work. Oh, it's ice cream van, my goodness. Must be summer. Not quite, but not far off. Oh, wait, right, let's have a little bit of Fabri-Tac here. Keep this lace in place. Lace in place. That's there. And then, now the lovely thing about this collaboration, as with all our collaborations, is, you know, they get given a little bit of information and then the rest of it is up to the collaborators. So I've no idea what they're all going to be doing. You will have a variety of different tutorials. So, you know, there may be a few of us doing journal toppers. There may be a few of us do MAsterboards. There may be a few of us do pockets. Some may do journal covers. Some may do tags. Some may do dangles. Some may do embellishments. I suppose that's what dangles are, but you know what I mean. Oh, that's so pretty. Some may do, you know, stitching. Some may do slow stitch. Some may do things with the sewing machine, without the sewing machine. What other things could they be doing? Envelopes. I said pockets, didn't I? Tags, journal cards. So there's all sorts of things that you may find you have tutorials on over the next 2 weeks. And like I say, there may be doubles of things. So like, you know, there may be a few of us do, you know, journal covers or the front of a cover, or and that's absolutely fine. But the most important thing about it is you will have the opportunity then to see these things done in different ways, because the one thing I can guarantee you is you will have 30 completely different ideas. So although we may duplicate the actual thing that's being made, the way in which it's been made will be completely different. So I think that's very exciting because it gives you lots of ideas and lots of techniques. And that's the important thing you see from the collaborations, is learning new techniques. We all know what needs to go in a journal. We all know what ephemera you can make and this, that and the other. But it's the different ways in which it can be done and the different ways in which we can embellish things. So, for example, I'm giving you some ideas here on how to embellish MAsterboards and how I'm using this idea for my journal fronts, because that's what I need done today. But you could use this idea to make journal cards, or you could use this idea to put something on the front of an envelope, or in fact you could even use this idea to make birthday cards or gift cards for people. You could put this on the front of a gift card. So whilst I'm doing it in a specific way for myself, you could take the techniques and apply them in other ways. There we go. That is very pretty. I like that very much. Very much indeed. Yes. Wrist is aching. Okay, so that's idea number 3. Let me just put my glue back down a second. Okay, the next one that I want to try is with this whole body cover lace. So I'm going to take a piece of this lace, which I love. My mother gave me this. I don't know where she got it from, but every time I say I'm running out, I go over there and she finds me some more. So I'm very grateful to her for that. But right, let me just try and cut this straight a second, because for some unknown reason I haven't cut it straight previously, and that's going to be rather annoying. So let me just take that off there, like so. Okay, and then I'm going to cut it so that it sits inside of the area where I have stitched, if that makes sense. So I need to go across here. Try and keep it straight now, Rachel. Here we go. There we are. Right, and then I'm going to go back up this edge now. So that will sit inside there, and then, come on, let me in. Okay, I'm just going to go for it. Cut, cut, cut. Sorry, I'm having to do this off camera. I'm having to hold it upright so that it stays straight. There we go. I hope that's straight anyway. Oh no, it's a bit long. That's all right, but I can cut that down a bit easier now. So what I'm going to do is, I know I need to take that much off, so I'm going to come out a little bit more, and then I will cut it along the edge, and then that'll give me a straight edge to work to. And then I can just slide it back then. There we are, and it'll fit nicely inside of there. Ta-da! Right, let's get a bit more of this Fabri-Tac onto my journal card. There we go. This is definitely an occasion where I could do with that little spreader that I keep talking about. I find it, and then when I want it, I don't know where it is. Now, you could be really clever here now, and if you wanted to put this lace on and leave the centre with anything, you could fill this gap then with some sequins or something like that to make it really shimmery and shiny. I haven't got mine upstairs with me, I don't think, so I won't pause to do that. But as I say, you could glue the one side and then plop stuff inside of this then, just to make it that extra bit special. There we go. Let me just put a bit of that around the edge now. These two glues are working quite nicely together today. There we are. So the Fabri-Tac's doing the heavy duty sticking, and then this stuff here then, my barely art glue, is just going on the edges for me and give me that last final precision stick, for want of a better phrase. Right, which one should we put on top of here now? Should we have this one here for a change? Put a green one on? Yes, there we are. I can do all things. Absolutely. Right. Let's just hope now that this sticks onto the top of the lace. I've got a feeling I might put a bit of Fabri-Tac on there, because I think I'm gonna be worrying, and otherwise it's gonna come off. Sorry, I'm keeping all my glues upside down so that when I grab them, they will work nice and quickly, and you're not waiting then for my glues to come down. So I find it pays just to spend an extra second or two to put the lid on, turn it upside down in a pot, and then when you want it, it's ready to go, like that. There we go. Okay. Let's have a look now. Make sure that's straight. Make sure this is straight. There's heaps of glue on that now. There we are. I'm happy with that. Oh yes, that's very lovely. Very lovely indeed. Don't they look great? I'm really pleased with them. Okay, so we've got two more left to do. Okay, let's see, what have we got now? We've done one where it's all over. We've done a widthways one. We've done a longways one. And we've done a cheesecloth one. Okay, what else have I got under here? Oh, I've got a nice wide piece of lace here. This is something a bit different. What about if I pop that over it? Or is that a bit too wide? Yeah, maybe. What if we cut it in half and we put half at the top and half at the bottom? Think that would work? Well, there's only one way to find out, isn't there? So let's give it a try. Right. You know me, in for a penny, in for a pound. Right, let's cut it a little bit long, and then I can always trim the edges after then, can't I? Right. And then I'm going to cut it in half. So let's fold it first, as best we can. And then cut, cut, cut. Chomp. And then I'm going to glue it here. Actually, that needs just neatening up a little bit. Just a tad. Should use my new rotary cutter to cut this. I finally invested in one because I was making those lovely covers that I showed you in my last video. A couple of you asked me if I would be selling those covers anywhere else. The answer is yes. Let me get tomorrow over with and then I will come back to you guys. I will put them on my Ko-fi then if I have any over. But or if not, I'm happily to take orders on them. But you're just going to have to wait until... Well, actually, I could do them while I'm at the retreat, because I did find them very relaxing to work on. They were lots of fun to make as well. That's a nice way for me to use up my gorgeous, pretty fabrics, because I'm tired of them sitting in the drawer and me not looking at them. I also raided Bella's fabric. What's the word I'm looking for? Supplies. Okay, let me just straighten that up a bit. Okay, and then we'll glue this side. Oh my goodness, I'm not going to sleep tonight with all this fabric going, am I? Does it keep you all awake? Seems to have that effect on us. Right, let me just straighten that up there. I don't want to lose that frilly edge, basically, if I can help it. He's noisy, isn't he, the ice cream van? Can you hear him? Right, I hope I'm not taking too long with this, guys, because I don't want to bore you all. I want this video to be as kind of punchy and to the point as it can be, but obviously for you to still be able to see some of the techniques that I'm using. I'm going to be honest, it would be a lot easier if this glue was easier to squeeze out. It's actually killing my hand, but there we go. Right, okay, so I'm going to just trim this down now. So it sits flush with me card. Flush, I said. There we are. And then the same here. And then the same here. To the cinema tonight. We're off to watch the new arachnophobia film, Sting. Do you remember that in the 80s? Was it 80s or 80s, I think? Arachnophobia. Oh, I remember that film. Frightened the living daylights. I mean, I'm not a fan of spiders at all. I'm quite... They make me quite anxious, big spiders, but I'm not going to be afraid to watch them in the cinema, you know. But, yeah, that terrified me as a kid, that film. Funny enough, when we were away on the weekend, Dan and I were watching the telly in the caravan, Freeview, you know, only the 5 channels kind of thing. Well, actually, it was more than that, but anyway. And I think I turned film 4 on to see if there was a film on for him. And what should be on telly? Arachnophobia. So I was roaring laughing. Oh, I said, you've got to watch this, Dan. But I think we went back out then to go and watch some more of the festivals. So we didn't really have time. But it was quite funny that it was on the telly. Tends to be the ways when they like remake these films, don't they? They tend to put the old one on then. Here we go. How does that look? Oh, I like that. That's very nice. That'll be a bit different then, won't it, on the journal? Okay. Right, we've got one last one to do. So can I come up with something a little different again? Have we used this one? Oh, this is nice. Look at this. Did I do one dead centre? No, I didn't, did I? Because I didn't have one long enough. Right, what if I put that in the centre? Oh, that's wide enough. There we go. There we are. That's our final position then. I think I'm going to just glue that and then I'll cut it on the journal card or the topper, depending on how you're going to use your MAsterboards. Like I say, you can utilise these techniques for journal cards, for, you know, if some of you have a writing board, this is a nice way to decorate a writing board. Because obviously you'll have the board flat on the back to write on. But yeah, right, let's see if this will stick now, because this is very, very thick lace. It's very nice. Right, let's try and get this on here as quick as I can before it all starts to dry. And heARTy. Oh, that is lovely. Very nice. Right, I think it's straight. It's hard to tell. Okay, let's cut that down now. And then cut the other side. Perfect. Right, and then I will put then this beautiful journal card in the centre. And then that will be my 6 journals completed with their lovely frontage. And I've got to be honest, this is something that I struggle with, journal fronts. And I know there's a couple of others coming up, and I can't wait to see them, because I just love new ideas on things to put on front of journals, because I do get a bit foxed with it sometimes. I put so much thought into the centre, I don't think about the actual journal. And of course, we've got to remember that's what people see the majority of the time, isn't it? Because your journal is closed, it's either on the bookshelf or wherever, and that's what gets looked at. So it needs to be, you know, a masterpiece in itself, doesn't it? Right, okay then. So I'm going to stick all of these on, and then I will give you a final view of what I've done. So bear with. Okay, so there are my toppers finished, or journal cards, or whatever, my masterpieces, should we call them? So we've got this one here with the belly band style lace, this one here with a complete covering, this one with a belly band style horizontally, that's the vertical. Then we've got one with some rushed up cheesecloth behind it. Then we've got the split lace look, so it's like a valance with a picture thing across the top. And then we've got the one with the split lace with the centre bit in the middle. So yeah, I'm really, really pleased with how they've come out. And of course, then I've got my pockets then, which I'm going to pop inside shortly. So I hope you've enjoyed the first video of the collaboration. Just a quick reminder for you, don't forget to go and check out Edith's video today, where she will be bringing you the prompt craft, and then tomorrow you will have Melina and Jez over at Nigeza Creates. Don't forget, you can pick up the freebies over at our Ko-fi page. All the links will be in the link tree down below, so you won't have to go hunting around for anything. And also don't forget to pop back and check out anything you missed, then it'll be on the playlist on our YouTube channel. It's been lovely spending time with you today. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget the kits are on sale, and if you need help with anything else, don't be afraid to drop us a message or pop into our Facebook group, Junk Journal Trading Post, where one of our admin team will be happy to help you out. Have a lovely day, guys, and I will be back with you very soon. Take care now. Bye bye.